lunch, you know, on Christmas Day. Then the leftovers were given to the servants on Stephen's Day. They were boxed up, and they got their presents. They were boxed up, and that is how you get the term Boxing Day. And it was Queen Victoria, Prince Albert and Queen Victoria, who first introduced a Christmas tree. The fir trees that we use for Christmas trees. They were the first people to introduce it. So that would have been in the 1800s. Name of this town is...
Good morning. Welcome to Northern Ireland. Here we are. Look at all the views. Look at those girls. Okay, doggy. Here we are using pound instead of euro, and they're using miles instead of kilometer, just like in US, I guess. Easy. Oh my God. She's crossing. It's pretty busy road. Stop. Like to get on. We'd like to get on now.
The other side, that used to be part of a huge British army base called Ebrington Barracks. Was a base since 1830. Initially an army base, however, it then became a naval base for the Allies during the Second World War, and strategically this city was very important to the Allies because Belfast and much of Britain extensively bombed during the Second World War, but we got off very lightly because most of the German planes did not have the fuel capacity to get themselves over this far west. If you can visualize the scene, 1945, 71 years ago, 64 German U-boats came up our river and surrendered to the Allies. Yeah, literally surrendered. And actually, they were all scuttled off at Ireland's most northerly point, which is 31 miles north of here, 55.38 degrees north, directly in line with a place called Newfoundland in Canada. Population, by the way, of the city, 110,000, 70% Catholic, 30% Protestant, and 1 Buddhist. Yeah, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but I mean, it's really more to highlight historically the river has served more as a port of emigration and not immigration. So when I travelled through your lovely areas, I did blend in quite well. They're so ethnically diverse, whereas if you look at my school photograph here, it's truly spot the odd one out in the whole school. So you get that feeling that, you know, that lack of diversity. You can only imagine the last 40 years of civil war has not helped our cause from the point of view of bringing people and business to this area. But very shortly, Pat, we'll take the next turn to the left, and this will take us into an area which is called the Bogside, B-O-G-S-I-D-E. I don't know if any of you have ever come across a wonderful read called Trinity by Leon Uris. Many of the central characters came from the Bogside area. However, over the last 40 years, it truly has been more associated with the troubles, with the violence, and all the murals that you're going to see as we go through here will give you a sense of that. But before we do, if you look up to your right-hand side in the distance, a lovely spire of St. Eugene's Cathedral, Catholic Cathedral, dating back to 1853. Now, it's located right at the edge of this area called the Bogside, and the first